Okay. Okay, so I see a miscarriage question right there. Would you have advice on miscarriages at 6 to 7 weeks that doctors are saying the immune system is attacking the baby? So here's how it works here. The medical world is going to say that everything's attacking everything, right? They're going to say that, they're not going to say viruses are attacking, they're not going to say that. They're going to say that your body's own immune system is attacking the baby. That's what they're going to say. And, but that's the autoimmune theory from the 1950s. That's not real. That's a theory that is not real, the autoimmune theory, okay? So let's talk about miscarriages for a little bit right here. All right. Here we are. All right, something very important to understand. That's the number one baby injurer, harmer, the number one miscarriage creator is what you're looking at right here. And maybe this is your first live that you attended with Medical Medium, me. And so, but this right here is the miscarriage maker, what you're looking at right here. This is the miscarriage maker. It's right here. Miscarriage maker is blood draw in pregnant women. That's what does it. It kills the baby. Gotta be very careful. You got to learn this information, understand it, get the Brain Saver book. That one right there has the blood draw chapter in it. Get that book before you start going into having another baby. The body doesn't attack the baby, so your body's immune system does not attack the baby. What attacks the baby is irresponsible medical science where they draw too much blood while you're pregnant in those delicate months. First trimester, second trimester, and even a third trimester. And so we have to understand that, and there's going to be lots and lots of questions, just how much blood needs to be drawn. That's why you need the Medical Medium Brain Saver book. Please get the book. I mean, I don't know what I can say besides, I could beg you to get the book, go to the library and get the book. I don't care if you buy it or not. It just doesn't even, that's not what it's about. Okay? And just go to the library and get the Brain Saver book and learn about blood draw. Please, so important. I do stuff on this, but it goes over people's heads a lot of times. I really see that out there. People are like, no, you need to make a serum. No, I know this nurse. This nurse says that you restore your blood within an hour. I've heard the stuff I've heard that's not true is unbelievable. A nurse practitioner says you restore the blood within an hour and you're back to normal. The stuff I've heard. Okay? Learn how to prepare for a blood test if you're pregnant. Learn how to protect yourself after you had a blood test. And learn how to do quarter vials and half vials. I know when I do this with the blood draw, people go to sleep on me. I know, because Spirit of Compassion tells me some people just go, and then they go and get 10 vials of blood taken from them, and then they have a miscarriage. This is really important, okay? Blood draw is the number one. And maybe AI's not telling you that right now, but they will over time. You'll see it mixed in with a bunch of other stuff that's wrong about miscarriages on AI eventually, like the body attacking itself, like your body's attacking your own baby. Your body doesn't attack your own baby. Your body does not attack your own baby. You have to not have that in your head. Number one, let's start there, okay? Do not let that fester into an evil demonic seed that your own immune system doesn't want your baby to be inside your womb. Do not believe for a second that your baby is being injured by your own body. What kind of hell is that? That's hell that they're creating for you. That's what that is. They're telling you that your baby is being taken out by your body. How are you going to get through days thinking your body is that distorted or something where it's going after your precious baby? Never let that fester or become a real conscious thought or belief. Do not let that become a belief. You have to extinguish that belief. You have to pull that weed out and toss it. You have to kill that demon that's sitting there saying this to you. You know, your body's doing it. The doctors, your body's attacking itself. Whatever demonic presence is around the doctor, your body's being killed. Your baby's being killed by your body. You cannot let that become something and fester. I am telling you, and maybe you don't like me saying this, and maybe you don't like my delivery or the way I talk or what I look like or something. That doesn't matter. Learn this information. Did you see Angels, Demons, and Spiritual Tools? You guys, are you listening to that? That's a really powerful, like 7.5-hour audio on Amazon. You can get that. You can get that on Apple as well. It's an Audible. You know, you can get that one. For with the blood draws will cause hemorrhagic shock in your baby's brain and body. Be careful. You can get your blood drawn. Talk to your doctor. And ask your doctor what's right for you, but make sure they're taking minimal amounts of blood and getting the tests done that you need, and carefully so that we don't rock the boat with your baby. Exactly. Because miscarriages are on the rise like never before, and it's because they are drawing so much blood out of women while they're pregnant. It is insane. And there's other additional things too that can create miscarriages too. Like another thing that does happen, not as much as miscarriages caused by blood draws, that's the number one. But viral infection and low-grade viral infection, like Epstein-Barr's, cause problem with babies. Not the immune system, but viral inflammation. So before thinking about having a baby and getting pregnant, work on some medical medium protocols. Work on getting your viral load down, okay? Work on getting your viral load down. Get the medical medium right here. Get that. Work on getting yourself ready for pregnancy by knocking down any kind of Epstein-Barr viral inflammation. All right. What's incredible about these books is it has information about hemorrhagic shock to babies. And what moms don't realize, and doctors, and other people, and health influencers, what they don't realize is that when you draw blood from a mommy, your baby can go into mild hemorrhagic shock. This is actually terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. First trimester, they draw a lot of blood from a mommy. Second trimester, they draw a lot of blood. Third trimester, they draw a lot of blood. 5 vials, 7 vials, full vials. It should have been quarter vials, and it should have been a lot less. I recommend like 2 quarter vials as a mommy that's pregnant. At most, then maybe wait, give it some time, go in for another 2 quarter vials if it's really needed or necessary. Push your doctors to the limit, and a lot of times they understand and they'll work with you. Very important information. Your baby is reliant on glucose and blood glucose. Your blood glucose is how your baby develops. Your blood glucose is how your baby stays alive. When you draw blood from a mommy who's pregnant, you're dropping her blood sugar like a ton of bricks. You're dropping your blood sugar like a ton of bricks. What happens is your baby goes into blood sugar shock, starts to starve in that moment until your blood sugar's back up. But they don't tell you this, and they don't let anybody know. It's like Russian roulette to some degree. It is definitely a sketchy game because you don't know how sensitive your baby is. You might be a sensitive mommy, and you're going into a quick blood sugar shock. That's why a lot of moms, when they get blood work, they're shaking and tremoring afterwards. They feel unsteady. A lot of women that aren't pregnant feel that way after blood work. A lot of people faint because they're going into blood sugar deprivation. That means their brain is also getting shocked from a blood sugar drop. Another reason for the fainting that occurs. Now, everybody's different. They have different sensitivities. They have different issues. So it's all sketchy. But when you're pregnant, it is so critical to be cautious. So critical. So that's something I wanted to bring to today's show so people know. I know, I'm seeing the comments, you guys. I'm seeing your comments. It's like, that's horrific and so forth. My midwife made me do blood tests every 3 weeks because my iron was low. Steffi's Synergy 144. Great number 144. And who knows the ramifications, consequences to a baby than to a child. But I do know one thing, that miscarriages are caused by blood testing, blood draw during pregnancy. I do know that. Keep that in mind. It's really serious. The industry can't handle $20 trillion in lawsuits over the last 60, 80 years over miscarriages caused by blood draw. So they're never going to ever fess up. But that's how it works. If you look into these books, be prepared. In pediatrics, and this is very true. That's what she said. Paola says, that's demonic and makes me so angry. I know. It's serious. I knew when I was raising my children. Tell people about medical meme information. Tell them, let them know. Okay? And show them how much sense it makes, too. It's unbelievable, really, how much sense. So why is the industry not talking about it? I've let the cat out of the bag for a long time now. I do know, though, that people are asking for quarter vials and half vials because of this information they've seen, because of medical meme information about blood draw. But I know we're so far from correcting the system. This is a serious industry problem that needs to be addressed. And I think I'm going to talk about it a lot more. I feel kind of guilty by not talking about it. Things get busy, things get crazy. I'm trying to write another book right now. And I'm just I see the damage that's done out there. I see the trickery. I see what the functional medicine doctors are doing, how much blood they're ordering. It's nobody has a care in the world about it. The conventional doctors, to whatever kind of doctor they are, take this information to your doctor and ask them what's right for you, and then talk about it and be look, can I do a different routine with my blood draws? Can I do quarter vials? Can I do the medical meme protocol in restoring my blood for a week afterwards? Can I do all of that? Sarah Compassion has always told me that things happen when women are pregnant and miscarriages occur because of medical treatments or because of a blood draw. Blood draw creates so many miscarriages. Probably the majority of all miscarriages are caused from blood draw. 5 vials, 6 vials, 7 vials, once a month, once a trimester. Because you're not supposed to draw blood from a mommy with the baby in the womb. You're not supposed to do that because you give the baby hemorrhagic shock. You kill the baby. And that's where all the miscarriages mostly come from. They come from and then medical science tries to say, oh no, it's because of this chromosomes, because of that, because of this, because whatever, they just try to come up with all their bullshit. But really it was the blood draw that did it. The blood draw did it, Viruses cause problems too and other things like that, but the blood draw is a big one. It's probably is responsible for the majority of all miscarriages is from blood being drawn. I just talked about this Medical Meme podcast. Check it out, the Blood Draw podcast. So when a blood draw goes wrong, because it does all the time, too much blood, baby dies, then you have the soul that was coming down to the baby in the first trimester was heading down, and it was this female soul, and it was supposed to go into a female baby. The female baby dies in the first trimester, and then the soul gets beelined because the soul can't make the trip back. The soul was meant to come in there, and it goes right into another mom, and that mom could be having a baby boy now with a female soul. Never know what you're going to get at the medical medium. The medical medium lives. You just don't know. No, I know that was really like alarming information, but it doesn't mean, listen, it doesn't mean when a soul was beelined into another body that there was another soul there and it kicked that soul out. That's not how it worked. That other soul didn't come there yet. So you have to know that, but it's still meant to be no matter what. It's still meant to be. And the timing is still meant to be, and it's supposed to happen. And it's a beautiful thing, and it's supposed to happen. It doesn't happen all the time, but it just happens because down here on planet Earth, there's a lot of, terrible things that occur, and the medical system hides it all, and the industry hides it all, and the podcast doctors don't know. And all the chiropractors rich chiropractors, their mommy and daddies paid for their school, and they never practiced a day in their life, and now they're selling programs and stuff. They don't know. It's like they don't know. The industry doesn't know. That's important to know. And it's not, you have to understand something. It's not God making a mistake. That's not how it works. It's about free will, and it's about mistakes here on planet Earth. It's about a mom not being educated enough and using her free will enough to say, don't take so much blood while I'm pregnant. That's not God making a mistake. That's the devil, if you want to say. Devil, if you will, getting in the way down here and making a mom get 12 vials of blood extracted from her while she's pregnant in her first trimester. It is sickening. Sickening. That's dark. Let's bloodlet mom so that a baby can't stand a chance. A fetus can't stand a chance. Do you guys understand what this is? Like what that is? That's not God. God's doing God's job. Anyway,